Without further ado, I'm going to introduce our first speaker. She is not a fan of winter. And this year, in the midst of a global pandemic, social isolation, political turmoil, a rocky financial markets, and so much uncertainty, it looks like it might be a rougher winter than usual. And all of that without mentioning snow or ice. Please join me in welcoming our speaker as she helps us ponder the idea of winterizing with her speech, Winterizing. Teresa Gotthardt.
Today is the first day of winter. What did you do to get ready? Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, this evening I want to talk about winterizing. Winter weather can have dramatic impacts if we aren't ready for it. It reminds me of a show I used to watch on Animal Planet called Ice Lake Rebels. It's centered around a group of individuals that live year-round on houseboats on Great Slave Lake among Canada's Northwest Territories, so a very cold place. The premise of the show centered around the preparation of these residents to get ready for the harsh winters. They were winterizing their houseboats to get ready for the winter. Because of the ice on the lake, it would come fast and hard. They couldn't make any mistakes or their homes would be frozen in less than ideal positions, like tilted. Luckily, we live in Kentucky, so we don't have to think about this kind of extreme weather preparation. However, there is something about 2020 that has caused the winter preparation necessary in that show to come to my mind. I can only speak for myself, but I have a bad feeling this winter is going to be worse than most. When I say that, I'm not particularly referring to the amount of snow or ice, but more the social, physical, and emotional impacts of a winter with COVID. So I've been thinking more and more about what I might be able to do to winterproof my life. That's right. Many of us understand why we might need to winterize our cars and our homes, but personal winterization might be a new concept for many of us. So maybe you aren't in need of winterization, but I suspect you know others that could benefit from this activity. For me, I miss my friends. I miss seeing you all in person. I miss trying new restaurants. I miss hopping on a plane and getting a change of scenery every few weeks. And those are before the winter weather kicks in. So I struggle as the days get darker and colder. My energy seems to disappear and I tend to eat more than I should. Some people develop the very real winter onset seasonal affective disorder. So the big question, how can one winterize? And what am I asking everyone to consider? 5 steps. I'm going to share 5 steps for winterizing. The first is decide now to have a productive, happy, successful winter, whatever that means to you. So make a decision. Number 2, identify what might keep you from having this type of winter you want. What is most at risk for you as a result of winter? And this is different for everyone. Maybe it's mental health, physical health, social connection. And the reverse of that is to identify what positively impacts your mood and figure out how to be more present. So number 3, plan and be intentional. Now that we know to identify our challenges and what might be our struggles during the winter, and we had taken time to identify what might impact us in positive ways, we can plan to winterize. Think about what you would want quarter 1 of 2021 to look like. It likely won't happen without a plan. Things don't usually just happen on accident. I don't want to feel like my winter was wasted. And step 4, ask for help if needed in your winterization. I know for myself, I could not put snow tires on a car by myself. There are situations where we just need other people. And the 5th step, gather the tools now while we have the extra year-end energy and the hopefulness of a new year. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling more energized and hopeful that the lights outside, the holiday decorations, I want to bottle that to plan ahead for when I really need that extra energy next year. So the most important tool is a list or a menu. Create options now to pull from when we need them. Different winterization ideas are going to resonate with different people. So we each need to create our own cultivated list of ideas that will help us manage through the winter with grace and enthusiasm and energy. Once you have your list of ideas, post them somewhere where you can see them. And when those doldrums start to kick in, you have your go-to list ready to help reverse course. The list of winterization tools could be limitless, but I've picked a few areas to give examples in hopes of sparking some of your own ideas. All of these offer opportunities to get out of our routine and not let each day be the same. So one area to consider is mental health. We could plan ahead for acts of service. There are some things we can do from our homes. We could plan to keep a gratitude journal or talk with a pastor or mental health professional. Connect with others in things like Toastmasters meetings. We can't forget our physical health. We could use light therapy or try a new indoor exercise. Now's the time to plan for outdoor activities. As much as I don't like winter and I don't like the cold, I have learned how to dress appropriately in layers. Now would be the time to start acquiring those if you don't have them already. You could build a snowman outside or go for winter hikes. Planning for indoor activities is also important. Now's the time to cultivate that list of reading you've been meaning to do or Netflix movies you want to watch. When you have your list created, they'll be there when you need it. During those harder times, you won't have to stop and think about what it was you were wanting to do. You could create an upbeat playlist with mood boosting music. You could make changes to your living space, new paint, new candles. Something I'm considering for 2021, a whole new living space, a new apartment or a new rental house. So I don't want to rush through winter and have it be gone in the blink of an eye. There's so many wonderful possibilities. I want to savor it. After all, winterizing and preparing myself now will have such better results than 3 months of hibernation. So my winterization is still a work in progress, and I've designated next week as my goal setting and winterization week. I'm going to designate time to winterize. I hope you too will take some time to winterize. Madam Toastmaster,